Greetings, everyone. So tonight I'm going to talk about narcissistic games. So anyone who has dealt with these people knows what it feels like to be in the middle of their games that they play. And I would say that how you're feeling in your gut, what kind of vibes do you feel when you're with this person? That's going to tell you what's going on. A good thing to watch when you know there's manipulation going on. And as far as that goes, you don't even have to call them a narcissist. It doesn't matter. When you know that manipulation is going on, it's just best to watch and see what they do. Watch how they operate. It's almost like you can see their little minds tick-tocking, calculating what they're going to do next, what kind of narrative they're trying to create. Watch who they talk to, when they talk to. It's kind of like, it's similar to watching a tennis match. You know, when they throw the tennis ball back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So it's good to just keep an eye on what they're doing. Let's just say that you're in a room full of people and you're getting these vibes. You're like, something just doesn't feel right. And you just decide to be quiet and just not say a lot. And you just observe. You see the narcissist talking to Cindy. Then you see the narcissist talking to Kim. Then you see the narcissist talking to Jenna. Then she goes back to Kim. Then she goes back to Jenna. It's like they're weaving their little story they want everyone to believe. Or they might be just that day trying to manipulate one person. But usually it doesn't work like that with them. And the more sophisticated narcissist is going to be able to manipulate a lot of people at the same time. And depending on how intellectual they are, the more intellectual, the more intelligent is going to show how do I explain this? They're just going to be able to do a better job. Because they can think ahead. They can think, oh, what if this person says this? What if this person says that? They can play people off of each other. They can create a scene. They can create a completely fictitious story and get everybody battling each other. They can plant this fictitious story and watch while everybody screams and hollers at each other. And meanwhile, they'll just be sitting back watching, knowing that they created all this. And they're just always playing games. If you're in a romantic partnership with a narcissist, they might be cheating on you. That might be one game they play. They might just be playing all kinds of mind games with you to confuse you. Gaslighting you, telling you to get ready for a work dinner on Friday night when there is no work dinner, and then Thursday night, at the last minute, they're going to tell you. When you talk to them about it, they're going to look at you and say, "What are you talking about?" And they're going to use different mind games, different tactics to play these games, to mess with your head, to mess with everybody's head, and to just sit back and watch while all the insanity goes on, knowing that they created it. It might be done through gossip. It might be done by speculation. Oh, well, did you hear what Lewis did to his wife? Did you guys hear about that? Yeah. He spent too much money, and then they had trouble making their mortgage. Start something like that, and then the story goes like wildfire, causes all kinds of trouble for Lewis. And different narcissists are going to have different motivations, but it's always to hurt, and it stems from insecurity. And they enjoy it. It's their fuel. They need all of these manipulations and mind games and devaluations, intimidations, invalidations, name calling, physical violence, gaslighting. They need all of this in order to exalt themselves above other people and make other people feel that they are less than them. So a mind game might be, you have a boss who's just a nasty dude, and he wants you to finish this report. You know, it's really important we get this done by the end of the week, Emily. You know, we got to have it done. And this is additional work that you already have on top of all that you're doing besides this. And so you work, you know, overtime. You work, you know, when you take it home with you, you do all this additional work on this report. You bring it to work Friday morning because you need this report, or your boss needs a report before this meeting. And you're actually quite proud of it. You put a lot of effort into it. And then your boss is going to say to you, this is not the right report. He's going to say, you were supposed to do it on production numbers, and this is not what I needed. It's a setup. It's always a setup with them. And it's a mind game to keep you like off balance, stressed out, sometimes feeling sick from the stress. In fact, if you ever walk into a room or an office or a restaurant and everything is really tense and everyone is tense and quiet and something feels off, like nervous, rest assured, there's a narcissist orchestrating all the terror, all the stress, all the pain. They live off of it. And I really feel like something that doesn't get talked about enough is the games and the negations of not saying anything. Or, like, say it's your birthday and they don't call you, they don't give you a gift or a card. Negations are really important. Negations would be ignoring you, pretending they didn't get your email, playing dumb, acting as if they didn't get your text messages. And those are mind games. Those are mind games. But what I've noticed is that, and with the narcissists that I've dealt with in my life, is that everywhere they go, it's just such negative feelings and degradation and putting other people down, and everything's an argument. Quick to put other people down. Talk down to them. Cruel. And honestly, every single narcissist, you are going to deal with mind games. And when it starts, you just, and I've talked about this before. When it starts, you're just going to feel like something's not right. And if I had to talk to my younger self and tell her what was going on, I would say, when you feel like something's off, you have to trust your instinct. And also, what you deal with a narcissist is always the opposite of what healthy is. So let's say you lost 20 pounds. You're really proud of it. You worked very hard to lose the 20 pounds. You're going to the gym, you cut out bread, you cut out certain foods. And, it was hard to lose that weight. Now, let's say you've got a healthy family. You have sisters and brothers that love you. Your parents are amazing. And they're so proud of you. And they say, honey, you just did an amazing job. Right? As opposed to a friend who's a narcissist and somewhat jealous of you, because they usually are, because they don't feel good about themselves inside. They won't give you any reaction. Or if they do give you a reaction, it's going to be, well, are you sure that's healthy to lose that much weight that fast? They're going to do something to implant some kind of doubt or feeling bad about yourself. And honestly, confusion is a huge indicator, red flag, whatever you want to call it. Their mind games are continuous. Unfortunately, this is how their minds work. Deep inside, they don't truly feel good about who they are. They don't feel secure about themselves. So, in order to exalt themselves, they must play all these mind games with people. And you'll probably know that someone's playing a mind game with you. Eventually you will. But what's going to let you know that someone's playing a mind game is confusion. I'll never forget one of my first narcissists, romantic narcissist. I had told him something really personal. It's been quite a few years. Something personal about my life. I don't know if it was interactions with my father or my mother, something like this. But it was a really heartfelt something that I shared with him at the time, thinking he was a healthy, kind person. And I'll never forget, this is one of my first interactions with a narcissist. And I remember I hadn't been with him that long. And he started some type of argument for some craziness. So that's what they always do. And he brought that fact up. I don't remember what it is, and if I did, I probably wouldn't say what it was. But it was just something very personal to me and heartfelt, and had brought me a lot of pain. And he brought it up. Something like, well, no wonder your mother thinks of you like that, or something like that, you know. And I remember just being shocked. Like, absolutely shocked. So that is the opposite of healthy. A healthy man would have said, well, he wouldn't have said anything like that. He would never have brought it up. And that's a mind game. Because in order for them to feed their narcissism, their narcissistic supply, whatever you want to call it, their lack of self-esteem, they have to continue the mind games to keep you in this state of confusion, fear, sadness, doubt, lack, not feeling strong or powerful. You know, and I've said it again, they are energy vampires. They just suck the life out of you. And they're incessant. They have to just, they need more, and they need more, and they need more, and they need more, and they're never happy, and they need more, and they need more, more. A mind game might be your boyfriend or girlfriend. Let's just say it to make it easier. Let's say you're out and about in public. You're going to go grocery shopping. And there's this pretty woman who's pushing her cart. And, you know, you're just there getting your groceries. And then you go back to your car, you know, to put the groceries away. And then your husband says to you, wow, she was beautiful. Why can't you be like that? You see, that's a mind game. Make you feel that you're not good, that you're not beautiful. Let's say your mother's a narcissist. So your mother calls you on the phone, ring, 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 ring. And she tells you about your sister. Let's say your sister's name is Lori. Oh, you know Lori. She got married to John, and they're doing so well. I'm so proud of them. She's going back to school. She's going to get her degree. And then your mother just goes on and on and on about her. And it's not healthy, because what she's actually doing is triangulating. She's probably making Lori the golden child. She might be making you the black sheep, or what is it? I forget what the word is, but like the black sheep. You know, the one out. The lesser, the scapegoat. That's it. Scapegoat. And it's, when she's telling you about Lori, she's just like gushing. Oh, they're just doing so great. They're amazing. You know, like too much. But that's going to create an insecurity in you that you never had. And by the way, you get along with your sister Lori amazingly. But they have to put a wrench in it. They always have to put a wrench in it. So it's always good to confuse you or to implant doubt inside of you, to implant insecurities, invalidations, doubt. Lucy lifting the football when Charlie's trying to make the touchdown, moving the goalpost. It's always games with the mind. That is their it's their modus operandi. It's kind of like if you were to look at their mind. I mean, all of our minds are like machines in a sense, in a way. And that's what the whole narcissism is. It's like this machine that just keeps going and going. And it has to create these scenarios that the narcissist wants. And it's your job to take the role that they give you. So I would say if you're early learning about narcissism and you're having a difficult time, journaling helps. If you're able to keep your journal hidden. I was living on my own when all these things were happening, so I could journal and get things straight in my head because it was crazy and I knew something was wrong. Or, you know, you might even be able to record, have a little, like those little old tape. I don't know, it's not a tape. I don't know what they do now, but it's kind of like an old tape recorder. I wouldn't put it on your cell phone. If you're going to have interactions with the narcissist, they'll find it. But, you know, have a tape recorder or something somewhere where you can tape things to help you to keep your mind straight. Because implanting all of these fears, doubts, insecurities, invalidations, lesser than, self-doubt, all these things, that's the game, that's their playbook, their modus operandi, their machine, whatever you want to call it. And me personally, the way I look at things, the only way that you are going to get any reprieve from this is to get away. And there's a lot of people talking about narcissism now. A lot of people go no contact. Some people move countries away. That's, me personally, I think that's the best way. You know, but there might be other ways you have to navigate it. So anyways, I hope this helped. I really do hope this helped. And I hope you all have an amazing day or night wherever you are. Peace.